Yo.
Yar.
Layup Lounge members, we are back in the Layup Lounge for season 2 of the LLs. As you see, new set, still in the works. Things are happening. But no, we're happy to be back in the LLs this year, man. Changing the focus of the show a little bit. We are now a sports show. Talking everything sports related, everything related in the culture, whatever's popping. You're gonna hear about it here on the LLs in the couch, man. Coming live to you from the 206 Seattle, Washington. Let's get right into the show, though. Roman, you got anything to say, man?
Yeah, man, let's do it. I actually gonna kick it off, so we're gonna get to it right now.
Besky.
Let's do it. You know, we're gonna bring in something called great or bait. We're gonna basically take some quotes, whether that's from teams, organizations, on socials, on the internet, just things like that. And one caught my eye the other day. And it's, you know, it resides in Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, yeah, if we don't win a championship, I might get traded. This is the job we live. This is the world we live in. It's everybody. At any given moment, if you don't succeed, that might be it for us. If you don't do a good enough job, you're out. Did he just, first of all, is this great or bait? And second of all, did he just soft launch a trade request?
This is 100% bait. I mean, he's obviously, I think he's 40 or 50% trolling. Like, he understands how they got Dame. Like, he understands, like, it's a business. He's not leaving Milwaukee ever, though. There's no pathway where Giannis leaves Milwaukee, in my opinion. He's a lifelong Buck. He's guaranteed a statue already. He's undisputably the greatest player in the history of their franchise, probably behind Kareem, maybe. Or Big O. I mean, who else we gonna name?
He might be the best.
He's probably the best.
He is the best Milwaukee
Probably
Buck.
the best. Like, so, I mean, there's no reason for him to leave, really. The organization's giving him everything. They're giving your brother a roster spot. I mean, shout out to his Achilles.
Yeah.
And yeah, Achilles will be a very heavy topic that's brought up on this show today. So we're going to be talking about some Achilles. But no, shout out to Thanasis Achilles. But no, Giannis, bro.
Nasty.
But no, Giannis is, yeah, I'm not buying any stock in that, bro. Like, why would he want to get traded anywhere else? He has his own team. He has anything he says goes there. He get to pick the head coach. He get to pick his running mates. Like, he has so much power. If he really wants to win, he should stay in Milwaukee. Just wait out the storm, wait out the fire. Damian Lillard's gonna come around, bro. Like, I don't think.
But you know what?
Even if it's not this year, like, just see what can shake, bro. Like, he should not leave. I'm saying bait. I'm saying heavy bait.
Man,
you think he's out of there?
I want to say bait, but it's like, man, I mean, he's kind of leaving that door open. I don't think that him being in Milwaukee isn't guaranteed, especially after seeing a guy like Damian Lillard, who was Portland. He stuck it out for so long, and he decided to leave pretty much at the tail end of his prime. I mean, he's still in it, but it is very near the end of Damian Lillard's prime. So, you know, that just goes to show that loyalty is, you know, it's dying down. It's dying down.
Sure. No, for sure.
And then you look at what the Bucks roster is looking like, and they're old. There's no, I mean, yes, they're talented, but we still got Chris Middleton out. Brook Lopez is, you know, he's you know what I'm saying? He's old. Damian Lillard's 1 year older than he was. Giannis isn't getting any younger as well. And then the young guys, right? And we'll get to it a little bit, but Marjon still not a guy for you at this point. You know, I hate to say it, but he's not a guy for you. You got AJ Johnson taking those minutes.
I heard he's on the trade block as well.
And he's definitely on the trade block. And when you are on the trade block, or you're on that, you know, you're rumored to maybe even get released just to open up a roster spot for a dude who's, one, he's out for the season. Achilles is gone. And two, he ain't even that good. So the fact that they are prioritizing the locker room presence more than like the on-court play, I feel like that says a lot about what's going on in Milwaukee, specifically with his situation. And I hope whatever situation he lands in, I hope he gets back to, you know,
I still think he's 100% NBA caliber player, bro. Like, he fits the mold of the modern day 3-and-D build. Like, he's going to be an effective player somewhere. I just don't think he had the right opportunity in Milwaukee. He was never given the shot, the opportunity. I mean, obviously AJ's coming in, kind of just done his thing, maybe a little more confidence with his game coming in. But Marjon, I feel like, still has the tools to be a very effective player given the right opportunity. I just don't think he was ever given the opportunity in Milwaukee.
Now, to spin it back to Giannis and, you know, his potential out, I think he's giving himself an out. So I don't think it's bad. I think that, you know, he's putting pressure on the front office. This is not something new. Obviously, he knew that with Drew Holiday, they kind of reached their ceiling. So he's like, you know what? We need an offensive guy. Let me go get Dame. So
I'm thinking about it like this. Maybe I'm tripping. He came from Greece, right?
okay.
He landed in Milwaukee. He's been in Milwaukee now for the past, decade?
Yeah.
He got a family. He got a child. He not trying to move, bro. He not trying to pack up and go
Milwaukee
nowhere, bro. He's the best player to ever play in Milwaukee, bro. Why?
That city, I have heard from people who have visited that town. That city is buns. That city's cheeks. I heard the city is not great at all. That's probably one of the worst NBA cities you could probably be in is in Milwaukee.
But he's probably blessed to be there, bro, because he came from the slums, bro. He came from the trenches.
He's been there for 10 years. He's traveled. You have to he's played all 82 in Milwaukee. He's been outside Milwaukee. He knows what it's like to be in New York, LA,
Giannis is
Miami.
at Magic City.
You're right. He's been to Texas. He's even been in Portland.
Magic City Giannis.
He's probably why Portland better than Milwaukee? You know what I'm saying? He's probably saying like that. See, so at the end of the day,
that's crazy.
So at the end of the day, he knows that he don't really want to live. I don't know. I know that he says that he doesn't fit that luxurious lifestyle, but why can't he not move to Dallas? Why can't he not move to San Antonio? Those are still probably better cities than Milwaukee. At the end of the day, it does come down to where you're at. Look at Damian Lillard. You telling me that if he was in Miami instead of Milwaukee, he wouldn't be playing better? He would be playing phenomenal if he was in Miami, especially in that last year. Because for one, he would have been the number one option offensively. I feel like Bam would have took that back seat offensively. Definitely. You run the show.
Yeah.
And I think that Dame thrives in the first option situation. So him going to Milwaukee, for one, he was going through what he was going through with his family's personal life, right? He didn't have his family with him. And you're in Milwaukee. Who wants to be you either lonely in Milwaukee or lonely in Miami? And if he was in Miami, I guarantee you he wouldn't have been lonely. So I'm saying, environment matters. He might think Milwaukee's played out. So Giannis is definitely opening that door. And again, just pressure on the front office. Who else are you going to give me? I'm one of the greatest players of all time. So you're going to have to bring the talent to me or I'm going to the talent. That's just what it is. And, you see Golden State Warriors, they're not really on nothing this year, at least, what the roster is looking like. So
is he the missing piece?
I don't know. It's crazy because I'm like, you see Dame and Giannis, and it works a little bit, but it's not like the greatest thing we ever seen. So how much different is that to him and Steph?
They got a system out in Golden State though. You just put Giannis into the Draymond spot.
Giannis in the Draymond spot.
Giannis in the Draymond spot. He's doing dribble handoffs with Steph Curry. It's scary hours.
No, that would be scary hours. But I'll talk about your favorite third option, Jayson Tatum. Richard Jefferson said, if you take Jayson Tatum off the Celtics and you put Donovan Mitchell, they still win and he still averages 25 points a game. Is that great or is that bait?
That's 100. That's great. That's outstanding. They might be better.
That's outstanding?
They might be better.
They might be better. So he can fit with Jaylen Brown and them boys.
100%.
I need you to elaborate.
I feel like at that point, Donovan Mitchell becomes your true, we have a true ball dominant player who's he's a better on ball player than Tatum. Tatum is a get to your spot, one dribble. Donovan is going to do his own thing. Jaylen Brown's going to be able to play off that a lot better compared to what he plays off of Tatum. Yes.
Really?
Just because Donovan's getting into the lane more. The whip passes when he gets into the lane. It's going to free up a lot more things. He's a much better distributor. On top of that, he's a better scorer. On top of that, he's just a better player than Jayson Tatum.
He's a better player than Jayson Tatum.
Let's go look at Utah's setup, bro. I was down here by myself.
Rookie year. He beat Paul George.
Come on.
He beat washed up Melo. And then he beat about to be washed up Russell Westbrook.
Okay, don't do that.
That's cool. Hey, look, he was
triple-double. He was still getting triple-doubles. He was a couple years. He was 3 years.
He shot 43 shots in a playoff game, I believe. We're going to put the graphic up. He shot almost 50 shots and had the same amount of points as he did shots. That is nasty work by Russell Westbrook. I will respect the fact that he kept shooting and he was trying to get his team to the win, but Russell Westbrook on any team in any situation in any point of his career should not be shooting that many shots more than anybody because he's been with Paul George. Paul George should be getting more shots than Russell Westbrook. At any point of both of their careers, there's no way that Paul George doesn't get more shots than Russ. There's no way that an OKC game should ever exist where Russ gets more shots than KD. There shouldn't even be. I'm sure there's multiple games.
Oh, there's several.
Yeah, but there's no way that should even exist.
We can't forget about prime Russell Westbrook. Either,
We can definitely forget about prime Russell Westbrook.
When he was really like, bro, full speed ahead in transition. I'm to the rack. I have a one dribble pull up. I have the three ball. There was no weaknesses to Russell Westbrook's game.
Lillard.
Call me crazy. It was almost a toss up between who was the better player on that Thunder team. Honestly, if I'm keeping it in a stack, bro, it's 1A, 1B.
Who? What?
Pick your poison. That's how good that little bro.
He was up there with KD.
Yes, I mean he won MVP. So how is he not? He's proven that he can do it. It was just
that was after, bro.
But I'm saying while they coexisted,
bro,
you could say that they had while they coexisted, you could say they had equal value to that team, bro.
There's 100%. No point at anybody's career, like there's 100%. No point in Russell Westbrook's career where he was even close to Kevin Durant.
But I'm saying they weren't of equal value on that same team.
No.
You took away Kevin Durant from that team, they still made the playoffs. Russell Westbrook was able to
barely.
You take away Russell Westbrook, what they do?
Give KD any solid point guard, and they're the 4th seed instead of the 6th seed, at least. I mean,
what do you mean solid point guard? Raymond Felton? What do you want? Like, see, no, we're not doing this. Russell Westbrook was a game-changing, dynamic,
give me
top
a Jamal
3
Murray
point guard of all time.
Let me get a Jamal Murray level point guard, and we're solid. We're straight. We might be better. We're efficient. We're making jump shots.
So you'd rather take Jamal Murray on that? Okay, we're off topic now. Like we done drifted way away from Donovan Mitchell.
But
what?
Donovan Mitchell, no, I agree. I agree with you though. I think Donovan Mitchell is a better player than Jayson Tatum. I think Donovan Mitchell, and I was gonna ask a question down the line, but we could just attack it right now. I think he's the most underrated basketball player in the league right now. I don't think he gets his due. I don't think when we talk about the top players in the league, I feel like he's heavily forgotten, heavily slept on. I think that he can lead this Cavs team to a far playoff push as long as he's healthy, as long as his guys are healthy. I think that now the contract talks are out of the way between him, or the trade talks between him leaving with the contract and then Darius Garland wanting to ask for a trade if Donovan was to leave. I think that was all cap. They all put that behind him. I think they're locked in. Was his 3rd, 4th year, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen. Hopefully the lights are not too bright. Hopefully got some glasses for the lights. Karis LeVert, please save us at times. Max Strus, get well soon. Hamstring cooked. But yeah, Imani Bates, let's see something. I mean, did he? Imani Bates?
He got surgery or something.
I don't know, but he definitely, I think he did. But he was
on the table folded up.
He was, but look, I think the Cavs can actually do something.
Did Imani Bates get popped?
No. Chill. I don't know. He hurt his shoulder somehow. But look, I think the Cavs can actually do something this year. And yes, Donovan Mitchell is a better player than Jayson Tatum. He's a better player than Jayson Tatum. I mean, you said that Jayson Tatum was the 3rd option on that Celtics team. That is utterly disrespectful. However, I do think that Donovan Mitchell, he is a good player. He's the most underrated player in the league right now.
Him or Fox? One of the two. I'm with you on underrated, but it's him or Fox. Fox is very underrated. Doesn't get no love.
Who is he better than point guard wise in the league? Like, is he a top 10 point guard?
Yes, easily.
Yeah, go ahead, rattle them off, no order, real quick.
Steph, Luka, Brunson,
Dame.
No.
Whoa.
I'll take Fox over Dame today.
Whoa, no.
I will take De'Aaron Fox. So I knew you were going to say that too.
Dame is better than Fox still.
No, I'll take Fox
Dame is better than Fox still. It's not. I don't even think it's close.
We could set that one up.
He don't even got.
Who's more likely to make all NBA this upcoming season?
Damian Lillard?
Hell no. Absolutely not.
Damian Lillard?
You believe he's going to have that good of a year?
I think he's going to have that good of a year.
Fox is...
At the very least individually, and they're going to be top of the conference. So, Sacramento, we're talking about we might scrape out of the play-in barely.
I don't know if they're going to be top of the conference.
No. What do you mean? You think they're going to be in the bottom half? Like four down?
4 down.
Who's above them?
New York.
Okay.
Philly.
Okay. Maybe. That's debatable, but okay, I'll give you that.
No, for sure, Philly.
Okay, that's 2 teams.
Orlando.
You think Orlando's going to be top 3?
Yes.
You think okay.
They're prime for this year.
And we can go talk about the Orlando Magic because actually Jalen Suggs is looking for $30 million annually. Is that great or bait? Just that notion alone.
That's 100% great.
$30 million. Let me remind you, and I know you love talking about this player in a bad way, kind of. You don't think you're disrespectful. Anthony Simons makes 25. You telling me Jalen Suggs is better than Anthony Simons?
100%.
100%.
Jalen Suggs is what, 23, 24? All NBA
That
defense.
bold patch in his head make him look 27 to 30.
He's all NBA, what, first team defense? Second team defense? He's all NBA defense something.
Was he?
All NBA defense.
I'm gonna look it up.
That gives me a couple M's.
Okay.
Shooting what from three? I'm a decent 3-point shooter.
We're gonna bring up the numbers. Oh, we're gonna bring up the numbers.
35 or plus from
We're gonna bring
three.
up the numbers.
That's giving me some more M's. And just the intangibles, bro. Like he does so many different things throughout the game. Like yesterday when he got the ball off the net and threw a touchdown pass. Come on, bro. Like he affects the game in different ways. He brings the energy to the building.
I mean, Kevin Love did it first, but go ahead.
But I'm just saying, bro, he's one of them players he's a winning culture guy, bro. He's a championship player for somebody, you know what I'm saying? He picks up 94, high energy, high intensity, athlete, can shoot. What's there not to like?
Okay, so he averages 14.7, so 15 and 5 rebounds. I mean,
15, 5 boards, and your number one guard has to
3
work.
assists.
Your number one guard is going to have to work
His
all
shooting
night.
splits, so he's 75 from the free throw, 33% from 3, 42% field goal.
So that can use a bump.
That 33% from the
That can use a bump. And that's why we brought in KCP though, so we can take some of those. We can take some of those.
KCP probably better than Suggs. So
no.
So KCP's making 33. He's a champion, and he can hit an open jumper in the playoffs. That's what they was missing because Jalen Suggs couldn't do it. So they got KCP to go up in there.
I know, but we can't undermine his all. When Franz Wagner didn't show up, we knew who the second best player was out there. It was Suggs, bro. Suggs was the only one else doing.
And that's
something.
not a good second option to have, is my point.
Okay, but he doesn't. Now that we got some more help, we got KCP, we got some shooting. Franz needs to have a better outing. Jalen Suggs, bro, if he's filling the gaps, if he's your, you know what I'm saying, he could in a sense be your Draymond Green type. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that many shots, but I'm affecting the game in so many different positive ways.
And that just makes you better than Anthony Simons.
100%.
His
I'm
shooting,
affecting the game in so many different positive ways, and I don't even have to touch the ball. I don't even have to shoot the ball.
Anthony Simons, 91% from the free throw line.
Empty stats.
He's 38% from the 3.
Empty
and he is
stats.
43% from the field.
And what do we have to show for it?
Chauncey Billups as your head coach. Jeremy Grant as your quote unquote your second option.
Your guy.
What else? Scoot Henderson is not playing well. You know what I'm saying? He's in Portland. I mean, what are we going? Empty stats? You know who's the king of empty stats? Who just went into the Hall of Fame, by the way? Vince Carter is the king of empty stats. This dude was averaging 25 for like almost a cool 10. Yeah, nothing to show for it.
Then he became a
He was really
journeyman.
just doing it for the love of the game.
Oh God.
Love of the game. No chips. No, he got. You know what his longest run in the playoffs was? Vince Carter.
First
Can
round.
you guess? Can you guess what team he was on in what year? If you could guess the team, you could probably guess the year. And it's probably not what you think. It surprised me. I looked it up the other day.
It's the Nets.
No.
No. He's played for everybody.
Yeah.
Mavs.
No.
What?
That's
Not
a
the
that-
Mavs? Because he
That's a
was
good
a
guess.
solid
That's a
player
good
on the
guess,
Mavs.
but no, it wasn't the
He was
Mavs.
still really good on the Mavs. Not
No,
really
but
good.
he went further with a different team though. No, he was okay, but
He was a
he
contributor
went
on the
further.
Mavs.
He went further on a different team.
Who is it?
The Orlando Magic. The team we're just talking. He got the furthest with the Orlando Magic. He made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2010.
That's nuts.
And he didn't contribute nada. You think Orlando's gonna be a top 3 seed?
Yes.
You think they're better than?
They were on the fringe last year. Why can't we expect them to take that leap?
I'm gonna say 4. I like Indiana.
that lead.
I like Indiana.
I forgot about Indiana.
I like Indiana's team a lot.
But I think Orlando's better.
I think that Pascal Siakam is really taking the. I gotta respect him because they was calling him Beyblade. You know what I'm saying? Bro was a human dreidel, and now he got moves for days. Hit the mid-range king. He might be the best mid-range shooter in the league. He was cooking. There was points where he was the best player on that team. Shit, he might be the best. I love Haliburton, but I don't know. There was some games where Pascal would, Tyrese looked at Pascal like, take me home. Actually, Tyrese looked at Nemhard and said, take me home a few times.
Speaking of Tyrese Haliburton,
Okay.
not to interject.
No, you're good. This is the pod, bro. We here. We good money.
Tyrese Haliburton recently just went on Instagram on his story and posted a video.
It was snowing.
Congratulating 50 Cent on his residency in Las Vegas.
I was so confused about that, by the way.
I was very confused too. I was like, why is he congratulating 50? But in the video, it was snowing. It was snowing. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was mid-tier snow is what a lot of people are saying. That's what the streets are calling it, mid-tier snow.
Did someone pay for cameo? Did someone do a cameo call for Tyrese? Yeah, and why was he with all the...
No, it was snowing for sure.
I was so confused. For the confusing part, not to cut you off, before you get this off, the one was like, why was he congratulating 50, him out of anybody? And two, why was he with the Snow Buddies while he was doing it? Go ahead.
No, yeah. So it's 4 a.m. He said he's leaving the club. Why is the snow in the corner of the video waving at 50? Why is Tyrese Haliburton doing this? Because this is his second act getting caught with the snow in public, referencing his summer acts out in Paris after they won the championship, when he was seen getting out of a minivan and it was snowing yet again, this time in Paris. So, Roman, I just want to ask you, what is the most egregious off-the-court incident in NBA history?
Honestly, that is a great question, bro.
From an NBA player.
It honestly might be Anthony Edwards. And, first of all, watching the starting 5 on Netflix, it was really dope to see, the behind the scenes of all the players, except for Domantas Sabonis. He was very, very boring in that one. I feel like this could have been an Anthony Edwards show, to be honest. But it showed him and his girl, they had their kid or whatever. And basically after the week after that came out, it was said to, he's going to court with somebody to see if, a 4th child is his. He already got 3 with 3 different people. I feel like that is very egregious, especially because he's younger than both of us. He's like 22, 23 with 4. And he just signed a new deal. And I don't know what it's
bro.
I don't know what's in the water in Atlanta. The water boys in Atlanta. I don't know what's in that water that they are selling on the streets. It must not be good though. It must be contaminated with baby mom drama, because it's bad. And that is very egregious. And Ant is one of the GOATs. He might be the GOAT in Minnesota already. Like, that might be the best talent we've seen in Minnesota. But it's very egregious. It's very foul.
Oh, that's egregious.
It's very foul, is what I'm gonna say. The Tyrese thing, him with the snow, but it's not even, it's not even as close.
Everybody just wants Tyrese to step his game up. They're like, why is he with the mid-tier snow? Like, what's going on, Tyrese? What do you need help? Like, does an intervention need to happen?
I mean, they're all around him in Indiana. I'm sure that it's nothing. That's just what he's used to at this point. I think that's just something that he's accustomed to, something he's comfortable with.
So it was snowing.
He's the king of Indiana right now. Let him be. But yeah, Anthony Edwards, very egregious. Is there any other egregious moments in the NBA off the court that you could think of? I don't know.
Kevin Porter, you're a monster.
Kevin Porter, hold on, man. You are egregious, man. That might be it, actually. KP,
he placed his hands on an angel.
What are we doing? You can't do that, man.
You can't do that, man.
You can't. That's not something that. And shout out to all the queens out there, man. You just have, first of all, regardless of what she looked like or whatever, you can't. You can't do that to your queens, man. If you get in a situation where you mad, you upset your girl to a point where you think something like that's gonna happen, you gotta get out of there.
Retreat dribble. Get out of there.
But that was egregious.
That's an egregious act.
She wanted to, Chicago Sky had her on the squad just for the looks, for the aesthetic.
Because Angel Reese realized that, we look great together. She was like,
and they still kick it.
She's like, she's upping my stock a little bit. That's what Angel Reese knew too. She said, let's roll.
It distracted everybody from the fact that she cannot hoop.
She's fitted though, and fine.
No, she got the drip for sure. Man, Chandler Parsons says that Kyrie and Luka are the best backcourt duo in the history of basketball. Arguably the greatest backcourt duo in the history of basketball. Is that great or bait?
I feel like when you look at them as individual basketball players, it's hard not to say that this is the most talented backcourt.
Okay.
When you look at these two players, like individually, and you look at Luka Doncic, you're like, okay, cool. And you look at Kyrie Irving, you're like, cool. And you're like, if they're in the backcourt together, that's the greatest backcourt of all time. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it like that, if you look at it like that, but when you look on the actual on-court product, they aren't the most cohesive backcourt to ever play together. You know what I'm saying? They're the most talented for sure. For sure. When you look at them, this is this guy, they're playing together. That's the most talent you can put on the court at point guard, shooting guard together. You know what I'm saying? But when it's talking about like our play styles and meshing together, they don't mesh together as well as like I hate to just say it, the Splash Brothers. That's the easy one. Because, I mean, in the prime Splash Brothers, it's just like, they play so well off each other with Draymond, like, distributing.
Is him and LeBron in that combo, though? Are you counting LeBron as a backcourt mate or no? Because he was really the one.
He's running one. Yeah, LeBron's a point forward. So, I mean, he's handling the ball the entire game. LeBron isn't running the baseline. Like, you know what I'm saying? LeBron's the point guard.
He's not playing off ball.
Elbow, hey, no, he has the rock. We know what time.
Have we ever seen Bron play off ball for real? Like consistently in a game? No.
He'll post every now and then or like flash, but he usually is up top with the rock. And especially now, bro, he literally in the half court offense, I swear he never goes in the paint no more unless he's in transition.
Yeah.
If in the half court, he's shooting a three. That's year 22 Bron. I'm shooting a three in the half court. In transition, I'll get to the cup.
But what's the best LeBron James in your opinion?
Cleveland Cavaliers.
What year?
2018, 2019.
You know ball.
I mean, I think that's the most complete player he's ever been. His athleticism was still the greatest athlete in the NBA at that time. I feel like his shot was great. Like I don't know, bro. That was just prime LeBron.
I think
it was his team, obviously. Like he didn't have the best roster around him, but he truly showed his value as to why he's the best player in the world at that time. It was like, yeah, I can do everything for this team. I can score, I can pass, I can rebound, I can coach.
I can hit game winners multiple times.
Several times. Like
I can throw it behind my back through someone else's legs and hit a left-handed and one layup.
50-point triple-double. Like in the finals. Help. Literally
with
help,
some
bro.
bums.
Help.
That's the best LeBron James we'll probably ever see. He took on that, it was rookie Jayson Tatum, but at the end of that was a better team than the Cavs.
100%.
That Celtics team was a better team than the Cavs.
That was a great series too.
Yeah, it goes to show, Kyrie Irving. Hey man, I mean, a lot of teams have been doing better without Kyrie Irving. A lot of teams have been great after Kyrie Irving.
We can't scapegoat him like that, though.
I mean, we can. It's easy.
Look at the Brooklyn Nets.
I mean, the Brooklyn Nets lost Kevin Durant, though. See, that's where it really... Because if it was just KD, Kyrie's replaceable to me. KD is not... Like, you think Kyrie is generational?
Yes.
He's a generational basketball player?
Yes.
I think there's going to be a lot more Kyries we see in the near future.
Especially we're never just going to see a Kyrie Irving again. What are you talking about?
We will see a Kyrie Irving again.
Kyrie is the greatest...
He's the greatest what? He's not greatest at nothing.
Ball handler?
Nah.
Probably the greatest finisher at the cup.
We are in the hometown. We are in the hometown of a dude that can dribble better than Kyrie Irving.
Okay, who has better dexterity and finishing ability at the cup?
Dexterity is a big word.
Than Kyrie Irving. Left hand, right hand, up and under, reverse. They're floater, off the backboard. There's no shot with inside the, I don't even know, but there's no shot with inside the arc Kyrie Irving don't know how to get to or make. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think there's a more what's the word? A more skilled player.
How come you didn't
He's probably the most skilled player.
Oh, the most skilled player didn't make top 75?
You heard the conspiracy, right?
What?
That he was supposed to make top 75 and they had the video. No, because I remember this.
Okay.
There was a video, because you know how everyone got a little video.
We're going to find it.
They had a Kyrie Irving top 75 video, but then he started talking about how we shouldn't get vaccinated and how the earth was flat. And so they said, yeah, bro, we gotta cast him into the darkness. So they removed him off the list. Found somebody else, don't know who. Found somebody else.
Who do you think it was? Right up, put him on the spot. Who do you think it was?
Who's the last 75 in? I'm trying to think. Dame. What has he done?
So you're telling me the Blazers could have the same success if that was Kyrie instead of Dame?
100%.
100%. He's not even close to being a shooter. Trying to get to the Western Conference Finals.
Trying to get to the Western Conference Finals.
Getting to the Western Conference Finals with Mo Harkless and Al-Farouq Aminu in your front court. You think Kyrie Irving is taking Al-Farouq Aminu to the Western Conference Finals?
Why could he not? He's never been given that.
He can't shoot that. He can't shoot like that. Okay, we've never seen him with the opportunity or like the wherewithal. He's never had to. That's the thing.
His rookie year,
But he
Cleveland.
can't. You're saying that he didn't have to do that, right? Like he didn't have to shoot crazy, right? But I'm saying even if he quote unquote had to do it, he couldn't. He doesn't have the ability to do it, is what I'm saying.
And I'm saying we don't know that.
No.
But I'm saying what he's seen of what him do already, we know that he can be an effective shooter. He's a knockout
Dame's
shooter.
the second best shooter of all time.
No, we can just leave it.
Dame is the second best shooter of all time.
You don't even believe
he's
that.
the second best shooter. I do believe that.
Behind
He's the
who? Eddie House?
Steph Curry. Oh, okay. See
now
Steph
we're
Curry.
talking egregious.
No, you're talking egregious.
Steph Curry.
That's it. And
Ray
Damian
Allen.
Lillard. No, Damian Lillard.
It's not Ray Allen.
Damian Lillard.
Kyle Korver is a better shooter than Damian Lillard.
Kyle Korver
Shooter?
can't shoot.
Klay Thompson's a better shooter
After he
than
takes
Damian Lillard.
over three dribbles, he's
Reggie
not shooting
Miller
nothing.
is a better shooter.
No,
than
he's
Damian
not
Lillard.
better shooter than Damian Lillard.
He is.
No, he's not.
The numbers.
Look at the tape. Forget the numbers for a second. Look at the tape. Jamal Crawford said that Lob City is the best team never to win a championship. Is that great or bait?
That might be a good recency bias answer. Like that's a fun one. That's everyone's favorite team to not win a championship, I think, just because. Actually, no. The best team to not win a championship is the Rockets team. Chris Paul, James Harden.
They weren't beating the Cavs if they made it to the finals.
Okay, but that team, they deserve to win the finals, bro. They were better than Lob City. Who's guarding James Harden? Nobody.
He was averaging 35. He was averaging
nobody.
He wasn't better.
Put on him, JJ. No.
But that's crazy because he won MVP over Bron, and I don't think that should have been the case.
Okay, he was averaging 40.
Okay, but that was literally the only. LeBron was averaging 30.
Okay, Harden was averaging 49 and 10. Like it was something stupid. Like bro, it was crazy. Like if you go look at some of those James Harden stat lines in his prime, bro, what is that? You know what I'm saying? He averaged 40-point triple-double for a month. What are we doing? Like,
he averaged 35 and 8.
Oh.
No, we're tripping, bro. The greatest team to never win a championship is probably the Warriors team when they had Boogie and all them.
Okay.
Because if they were healthy, they're winning. They're beating Toronto.
But I still consider that, like a...
They're beating Toronto.
No, for sure. But I consider that they already won one. You know what I'm saying? Like, even without Boogie, they won with KD.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
That's like... Because Boogie, the signing was fake, obviously. But it was like, what more can he do?
What did he say? He said, I'm a warrior.
Okay.
Like cheating.
Nobody else wanted him, though, which is fair, I guess. Like, if nobody else... That's why
they didn't deserve the chip for that. That was crazy.
No, it's crazy. When they took that picture with all 5 of them.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When everyone's trying to boo Saquon Barkley today, I'm like, bro, the Giants didn't want to pay him.
No, they didn't.
Why? So you can't be mad at him for him finding money somewhere else if y'all don't want to pay me.
That was a good team. It says John Wall has a 32.4% chance of making the Hall of Fame. Great or bait?
That's bait. John Wall is not a Hall of Famer. He's gonna be one of those players that's just like your favorite, your uncle's.
Is Russell Wilson
growing up? Okay, simmer. No, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson's
a Super Bowl Hall of Fame.
Super Bowl
champion. Okay, Hall of Fame quarterback. Top 15 to 20 in every passing category.
You said Carson Palmer was part of that though.
Okay, he has no hardware though. Russ has hardware.
Behind the LOB.
Still hardware. He got it.
Carried him. Okay, the first play of the game, bro. The first play of the game of that championship win, it was over. It was already over. And they didn't start with the ball. It was already over. From that point, it was over.
But we can't knock him for executing at a high level because he didn't make no mistakes.
Him not calling an audible to hand it off, that pretty much that stumbled everything.
That hurts.
Like you not Hall of Fame if you can't have the IQ to be like, nah, hell nah. Pete, I'm making the call. Why the hell we not giving it to? And we was talking about it upstairs with Pops, right? We was saying he's big headed, right? Or he's fake. Like he got an ego. Because if he was egotistic, man, he would have handed the ball off. Because he wanted the MVP. I think that's a legit argument that Russell Wilson wanted the MVP, and that's why he chose to throw instead of handing it off.
He should have called an audible, no doubt. But it's one of those things where at the end of the day, he got a call from the sideline where they decided not to run the football. So he should have for sure, audibled. But at the end of the day, why is the sideline calling that play in the first place? If anything, they should be calling the run play. And we can't knock Russ for balling behind the LOB because he did ball behind the LOB. And what was our offense without Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch? What was the Seahawks offense? We had Doug Baldwin, Golden Tate.
Those are all-time players, though. I mean, yeah.
Those two?
Marshawn Lynch, yeah.
Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson are the only 2 Hall of Fame potential players on that offense. And that's a fact.
Okay.
So if we're keeping it a stack, like let's really talk about his value for that offense.
Bro, hold on. We're going to get into it. But is John Wall, so John Wall's not a Hall of Famer?
John Wall, yeah, I don't even know how I'm gonna read. John Wall's not a Hall of Famer, bro. He's gonna be one of those players, like if you grew up in DC, you know, like the mid 2000s, he was like, bro, John Wall was cold, bro. John Wall was real, bro. He used to he drive down the lane, go behind the back, you know what I'm saying? He used to hit his little dance, bro. He came out, hit his Dougie. John Wall was a legend. But no, they might retire his jersey. I think he deserves his jersey retired. Hanging that number 2 in the rafters, bro. He brought that city energy for years.
With that being said, that has been the first episode of the LL, the sports show, the basketball show, dabble to a little football,
The new regime.
The new regime. We are here, and I know we keep on saying we're gonna have some guests, but this season is the season. This season is the season. We're gonna have a guest. First guest is gonna be special. We'll be there no matter what. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be special. That's gonna do it.
LLs.
Bronny James is gonna be in the Roto.
LL stands for learning lessons. Let's get it.